People don't always choose what's best for them. Sometimes they choose what's familiar. And sometimes that means accepting a lower quality of life than they've already proven they can experience. That's the strange part. A person can meet people who make them laugh harder, think bigger, move more, try more, feel more alive. They can experience a kind of friendship, connection, or energy they didn't even know was possible. For a while, they get a glimpse of a higher high, a different standard, a different version of themselves. And then, somehow, they go back to the same patterns, the same emotional ceiling. Not because the better experience wasn't real, but because the old one was familiar. And familiarity has enormous power over human behavior. We often think people will naturally choose what makes them happiest. They don't. They often choose what they know how to navigate. Even when it hurts, even when it creates more stress, even when it pulls them away from a kind of connection, love, or possibility they've already experienced. Because familiar pain can still feel more understandable than unfamiliar happiness. And that may be one of the strangest things about us. We can get a glimpse of something better and still return to what we know. Maybe that's part of what happens as we get older. We become more protective of routine, more protective of certainty, more protective of the people, places, and patterns we have already learned to tolerate. And slowly, without realizing it, we stop exposing ourselves to newness. But the brain is a living neural network. And like any network, it needs to be used. It needs new problems to solve, new things to learn, new environments to understand, new connections to make. That's how we train it. New places force you to pay attention. New people make you listen differently. New experiences make you solve problems you didn't prepare for. A mountain does this immediately. The weather changes, the terrain changes, your body gets tired. The trail doesn't care what you're used to. You have to respond. You have to adapt. You have to become present. And maybe that's why experiences like this matter. Not because everyone needs to climb mountains, but because everyone needs something that interrupts the familiar, something that asks more of the body, something that wakes up the mind, something that reminds you your world can still expand. Comfort feels good, routine makes life easier, predictability removes uncertainty, but none of them on their own ask much of us. And when they become the highest priorities, they can quietly become a ceiling. We remove the excitement. We remove the true happiness. And the less we ask of ourselves, the less reason the brain and body have to become stronger. Maybe that's one of the ways we participate in our own aging. Not simply because another year passes, but because we stop training the network that helps us stay sharp, capable, and engaged. Once you've experienced a higher high, a better friendship, a deeper connection, a stronger body, a fuller version of yourself, the question is no longer whether something better exists. You already know it does. The question is whether you keep choosing the people, places, and experiences that bring more out of you, or whether you retreat to what is familiar, simply because you already know how to live there. Because maybe aging is not only about getting older. Maybe part of it is how much of life we stop reaching for.